Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been following the NFL storylines this season, you know the NFC North is shaping up to be a real battleground. But what if I told you that the Packers might be on the verge of making a seismic move that could reshape the entire division? That's exactly what the latest rumors are hinting at, and it involves none other than Trent Williams, the legendary offensive lineman from the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, you heard that right. The Packers are reportedly in the mix for a blockbuster trade that could see Williams donning the green and gold, and if it happens, it might be the most significant upgrade the Packers' offensive line has seen in years. Let's back up a little and get into the details. Rumors swirling around ESPN's Adam Schefter suggest that the 49ers, currently sitting at a 6-4 record, are considering trading Williams. The reason? Well, the 49ers are in a bit of a cap crunch with about $20 million tied up in their offensive line, and they're looking to rebuild their secondary. The idea is to ship Williams, a future Hall of Famer, to Green Bay in exchange for a first-round pick and a fourth-rounder in the 2026 draft. This move would clear cap space for San Francisco's secondary rebuild and allow them to focus on extensions for players like Brock Purdy. But for the Packers, acquiring a player like Trent Williams would be nothing short of a game-changer. Williams, who is 37 years old but still playing at an elite level, would bring a level of stability and dominance that could elevate Green Bay's entire offense. His profile as a pillar of the offensive line is impressive. He played just 10 games in 2025, but he still got a 95% snap count, allowing only 2 sacks, with a PFF grade of 89.0 for pass protection and 85.0 in run blocking. This guy has over 150 starts to his name, has been named an All-Pro 3 times, and is an 11x Pro Bowler. His physicality and technique make him a true force on the field, generating about 4-5 yards per contact run and adding a plus 20% boost to the offensive line grade, similar to what Joe Thomas did during his prime. That kind of upgrade could mean the difference between a good offense and a dominance that leaves opponents scratching their heads. Now, why would the Packers be interested? Well, currently, their offensive line has struggled post-injuries, with a PFF grade around 75.0, which is below the elite standards they aim for. Adding a player like Williams would not only provide immediate stability, but also serve as a cornerstone for their scheme moving forward. The impact would be felt across the board. Imagine the Green Bay offensive line, which usually operates at a pass block grade of around 78.0, suddenly jumping to a staggering 88.0 with Williams in the mix. That's a 15% reduction in sacks allowed, giving quarterback Jordan Love more time in the pocket and opening up more aggressive passing options downfield. And it's not just about pass protection. Williams' presence would create lanes for the running game, boosting rushing yards significantly. Projections suggest an increase of around 200 yards per game on the ground. That's huge for a team that wants to diversify its attack and keep defenses honest. Plus, his ability to open up the game for play-action passes would be invaluable, especially against aggressive defenses led by edge rushers like Watt. This move could turn the Packers into a more explosive, unpredictable offense that keeps opponents guessing and helps them control the clock better, leading to more high-scoring games and hopefully more wins. Let's talk about the bigger picture, the impact on the Super Bowl odds. Right now, the Packers are sitting at odds of around plus 1,500 to win it all, but if they land Williams, those odds could tighten to around plus 900. Why? Because elite protection is the foundation of a championship team. With Williams anchoring the line, the Packers could greatly reduce turnovers, increase EPA per pass, and be more resilient against blitz-heavy defenses. It echoes what the Eagles did last year with their dominant offensive line, protecting Jalen Hurts and enabling their rushing attack to explode. For Green Bay, adding a player of Williams' caliber would be a clear X-factor in their quest to bring another Lombardi home. Now, some might wonder about the age factor. Yes, Williams is 37, but his recent performances tell a different story. He's been remarkably durable, missing 0 games in 2025, and continues to grade out as one of the best at his position. His track record of 11 Pro Bowls and 3 All-Pro selections speaks for itself. He's a physical beast, generating about 4-5 yards per contact on runs, and his presence could rejuvenate the entire offensive scheme. Think about it, like Joe Thomas's dominance in Cleveland during his career, Williams could be that same kind of pillar for the Packers, a cornerstone around which they build their offensive line for years to come. From the Packers' perspective, this move makes a lot of sense. They're at a crossroads with questions about their offensive line's health and consistency. Adding a proven veteran who can step in immediately and elevate everyone around him aligns perfectly with their current goals. Plus, it's a strategic move that signals to the rest of the league that Green Bay is serious about contending again. They already have a talented roster led by Jordan Love, and with a fortified line, their offense could reach a new level. It's about playing smart, aggressive football and making sure that the defense is put in a position to succeed as well. Of course, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL, and trades of this magnitude come with risks and uncertainties. San Francisco might be hesitant to let Williams go, especially considering his leadership and experience, but the cap situation and their rebuild plans make this scenario plausible. For the Packers, pulling off such a trade would be a bold statement. They'd be investing heavily in their offensive line, but the payoff could be enormous. With Williams protecting Love, the offense's ceiling rises dramatically, and the team's chances of making a deep playoff run increase significantly. Looking ahead, this could be a move that not only impacts the upcoming season, but also sets the tone for the Packers' future. If they manage to secure Williams, they're sending a clear message to the league. They're not here to just compete, they're here to dominate. It could be the start of a new era of offensive line excellence, a foundation upon which they build their next championship team. And for us, the loyal Packers fans, that's the kind of story that gets us excited. We all want to see our team rise back to the top, and with the right moves, it's entirely possible. So keep an eye on this story. It's not just speculation anymore, it's heating up, and it could blow wide open very soon. If the Packers pull off this trade, you can bet your last dollar that the landscape of the NFC North, and perhaps the entire NFC, will shift. The question is, are the Packers ready to make that bold move? We'll find out soon enough, but one thing is for sure. This potential acquisition of Trent Williams could be a game-changer in the NFL this season. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think the Packers should pull the trigger and try to bring Trent Williams to Lambeau Field? How do you see him fitting into this team, and what kind of impact do you think he could have? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news.